A key vote is happening tonight that could give Green Bay's Joannes Skate Park a big upgrade. The Parks Committee is set to consider a new concept plan to renovate the skate park, which first opened back in 2000. Park users previously told the city some of the features are either too advanced or just don't skate well. A professional skate park design firm was actually hired to take that public input, inspect the site, draw up a plan that improves how the park flows. The final design drew mostly positive feedback, and city staff recommends approval. If it passes, the roughly $250,000 project would be funded in the city's 2027 bond request.